Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies, and I recently did a video on the Gymkana 994 by Keyline. I showed you how you can decode or originate edge-style automotive keys as well as high-security automotive keys. And really one of the best features about the Gymkana is you essentially use one clamp, one cutter, and one tracer for it all, which is really awesome. Good job, Keyline, on that. Now, in the video, I alluded to the secret weapon of the Gymkana machine. But, I mean, it's really not too secret, but it's actually really cool. And that is the M-jaw. Now, the M-jaw is going to allow you to cut standard residential style keys like a SC1 or a KW1, which is a really, really great feature. Now, let's talk about it for a minute, though. So, if you are primarily an automotive based and you every once in a while need to cut some quick set keys or some Schlage keys or maybe a couple Y11, I think the M-jaw on the Gymkana is an absolute great fit. However, if your primary focus is like residential keys and you cut a lot of standard, Y11s, SC1s, M1s, that sort of thing, going with the Gymkana is really not going to be the best option because you want one of the cutter wheels actually doing all the cutting on all those. It's quick and it's just better for longevity, okay? So I just want to be clear about that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's have some fun and let's cut a SC1 key together. And I have a lock that we can check it on, make sure it works right, and let's see how it does. Now, when using the M-jaw, you're going to be interacting with this menu the same way. However, you have to kind of put a little bit of a different cap on depending on what you're doing. For example, you can get in here to codes and you can type in any code. So let's say it was like the code on the little cam lock or something was like a 541. You'll be able to pull up here and see, the Hudson right here. Let me go to next just to kind of show you. So you can go in here to this screen, do stuff that way. However, you really have to know a little bit more information in order to do it. But one of the most helpful screens when using the M-jaw to cut normal style residential or mailbox keys, that sort of thing, is to use the search and then go to advanced search. Here you have all sorts of different options. You can go by key blank, you can go by like a card number if you want, key type, cylinder. You have all sorts of options that as you take the knowledge that you do have and you put it into here, it'll really help you get to where you want to go. Now, for this example here, let's go ahead and I have a SC1 key right here. And as what we'll do is we will decode this key and then we're going to cut it and then we're going to try it in the lock here and see how it does. So for this case, since this is just a basic SC1 key, we'll just go to key blanks and we'll just type in SC1. Here we go. You'll see it'll go easy line right there. So we're good to, oops, I just added an extra letter in there. Here we go. SC1, just like that. We'll hit next. To bring up here now, it's going to show us a couple different code series to run stuff off of, which could be kind of, depending on your expertise and experience, it can be kind of awkward to see this screen. Be like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and hit next on that there. So once you're here, we're going to go to decode because we're going to want to decode this SC1 key. But just to be sure, as you can see, it has the same type of options as before here, okay? So we'll go to decode, and it's going to tell us to use the M-jaw, side A, stop 0. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open up the case here at the bottom, and it's what we're going to do. I wanted to show you this to change the jaws out, or the jaw here. So we're just going to loosen up this Allen wrench. We're just going to pull this jaw out. We're just going to take the M-jaw here, and we're just going to put it in. Push it all the way till it stops, and then tighten it down. It's actually that simple to switch them out. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, as you'll see here, at the screen, you see it has, it's side A, stop 0. So that's just side A here. This comes in and out. You can swap it around, okay, if it was side B. But we'll keep it on side A because that's what we're going to be cutting. Put it in there all the way, and then you'll see on the screen here it says, you know, the stop is 0, which means it's this back shoulder, right? On this key, we're just going to use the back shoulder stop. So we're just going to put it right here into this little groove until it stops. Then we're going to clamp it down, and it does a really good job of holding it straight. I really love the clamping system that they made for this. So once we have it there, that's how you put it in. Now, let's go ahead and put the key in so we can decode it. So what we'll do is we'll just take this key, we'll put it in, we'll clamp it down, and you know, it's always good practice. Let me just do the right thing here, and let's take this key off the ring. So we'll take that key off, now we'll put it in. Now we're ready to decode. Now, like I said, the best part is we're not switching out the cutter, we're not switching out the tracer, we're just switching out the jaw, okay? Now that we're there, let's go ahead and hit next. Okay, so it says please remove the jaw. That's what I did there, install jaw M. So we're there, we're good to go, and we're ready to decode this key. All right, so decode is complete, it tells us. We'll go ahead and hit OK here. Let's go ahead and take this key out. Let's put a brand new SC1 blank in. We'll tighten it down there and we'll hit next. All right, now we can cheat here because this key actually has the code on it. And as you can see, it decoded it right, which is 62616. So we know we're good there. We'll hit next. And we have the new key in, so it's time to cut. All right, so the key is done cutting. Now we'll take it out, and this will be the moment of truth, right? Now I don't have a buffer wheel handy, so I'll just make sure I don't have any little burrs on there. Let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see if it works. And there you go. All right, and there you have it. The M-Jaw, in my opinion, hits it out of the park on cutting standard residential type keys. I tell you what, the clamping mechanism that the M-Jaw uses, I think is revolutionary. Great job, Keyline, on that. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Please let me know. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Since you just watched this video, I'm guessing that you work with locks and keys. And to us at CLK Supplies, that makes you a lock boss. And we want to hook you up. Here's how it works. Throughout the week, join the conversation and comment on our posts and videos and include the hashtag Lockboss. It's free to enter this giveaway. And every Tuesday, we're gonna pick 5 winners from the previous week and hook you up with all sorts of prizes, including gear, tools, supplies. We might even send you a key machine or buy you lunch. So if you're a lock boss, join us every week to learn, grow, and win.